Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Easy Learning. In today's video, I will be explaining you the factors using algebraic identities. That is our question number 1 of exercise 14.2. Though I've already explained the concept in my introductory video, you can still understand as I'm going to explain it here from the beginning. Okay, so to start with question number 1, it says factorize the following expressions, right? And the question is a square plus 8a plus 16. So first thing that you have to understand how to identify the question. That is very important, but because when you are getting all the questions together in the exam, you sometimes the students are not able to decide which method you have to apply. So first thing, understand how to identify the question. If you see, this is a quadratic equation, ax square plus bx plus c, right? Where a is 1, which is a constant. It is a quadratic equation of variable a, right? The power of a is decreasing in each term. Here in first term a raised to the power is 2. In middle term a raised to the power 1, and with 16 I can assume as a raised to the power 0. So you see the power of the variable is decreasing from first to third term. So this is said to be a quadratic equation. So whenever you have a quadratic equation, to find the factorization, we may use two approaches. Number one, using the algebraic identities, and second method which I told is the middle splitting term, right? So middle term splitting method will be applicable for all the quadratic equations, though algebraic identities will have certain limitations. Okay, now how we are going to make use of algebraic identity in this question? See here. So now we see that the given question is a quadratic equation which is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c, right? So to solve the question, let's see, we have done a plus b whole square will be equals to a square plus 2ab plus b square. Similarly, we have another algebraic identity which is a minus b whole square, a square minus 2ab plus b square. And then we have third algebraic identity which is a square minus b square is equals to a plus b, a minus b. Now, in my question, it is given as a square plus 8a plus 16. Now I have to convert it. If you have any equation, any expression given in the right hand side form, we can factorize it to get the left hand side form. Now a square can be written as this. 16 is again, c is a perfect square number which can be written as 4 square. Now the middle term is 2ab. So 2 is a constant, writing it as it is. What is a here? A. What is my b here is 4. So I am copying it here. Now I am again explaining this step. Please pay attention. First thing, you should be able to identify the type of question. If it was a binomial, we have taken something common which was possibility. Then when we were having 4 terms in an expression, we tried regrouping and rearrangement method. Now in this question categorically we have quadratic equation. We have quadratic equation, so you should be able to identify the type of question which can be solved either by the algebraic identity or the middle term splitting method. So here I have a perfect square number. I have written 16 as 4 square. The first term a square can be written as a whole square, and the middle term which is 8a should be equal to 2ab. What is 2 as it is constant? What is my a here? This a. What is my b here? This 4. So 2 into a into 4, which is giving me 8a. Now if you compare it with the algebraic identity, the first identity, now this equation, this expression is in the form of a square plus 2ab plus b square, where what is a? A is of course my first term is this and my b is 4. Can I write it in the form of a plus b whole square? A, what is my b here? 4 whole square. So my factors of the given expression will be a plus 4 and a plus 4. Right, because my a is equals to a here and b is 4. So what we have done, for a quadratic equation we have made use of algebraic identity to factorize it. So we have written a square as a whole square. 16 is a perfect square number which can be written as 4 square. your middle term in the identity is 2ab. So you have to identify what is a here and what is b here. Okay, so a is a itself and b is 4. So you have to write 2ab. That's a product of 2 into a into b, which actually gives you the same term, 8a. 2 into a into 4 is giving you 8a. Now you are getting your expression in the form of a square plus 2ab plus b square, which you can write as a plus b whole square. So I have converted it as this and then expanded it in two brackets. It means the factors of a square plus 8a plus 16 are a plus 4 into a plus 4. Okay, moving to second part of the question, which will give you better clarity as we will move to further questions. It is p square minus 10p plus 25. Now again I'll tell you the same thing. First thing, identify. A square plus bx plus c, again it is a quadratic equation of p. The powers of p are decreasing. You have a perfect square number here, you have a perfect square number here. It means you can convert it in any algebraic identity. The middle term is having a minus sign. It means maybe we will be using a minus b whole square instead a plus b whole square. So let's do it. The first term can be written as p whole square. 25 is a perfect square number, so it can be written as 5 square. Copying this minus sign as it is, the middle term is 2ab. So what is my a here? A is equals to p. So I write 2 into p. Then you need a b. What is your b here? My b is 5. So into 5. So if you take the product of this number minus 2 into p into 5, you are getting again minus 10p. It means you have splitted your middle term. Now using algebraic identity, which identity we will use now? Here you have minus 2ab, so we will make use of a minus b whole square, a square minus 2ab plus b square. So our expression is in the form of a square minus 2ab plus b square, which can be equals to a minus b whole square. It means I can write my expression as p, and b is what? B is 5 minus 5 whole square. Therefore, the factors will be p minus 5 into p minus 5. So first thing you have to remember, identify. Identify the type of expression given, then only, because we have done multiple methods to do the factorization. So identify the expression. If it is a binomial, just simply take the common factors out. If you are having 4 terms, you may use rearrangement and regrouping. If you have a quadratic equation, you have to use algebraic identity or middle term splitting. Okay, let's move to third part of the question. Okay, so third part is 25m square plus 30m plus 9. Now again you see, it is not a binomial. It is not a binomial, so we cannot take anything common. Now the equation is not having 4 terms, so I cannot do regrouping and rearrangement. If I compare it with a quadratic equation, yes, of course it's a quadratic equation, so I may use algebraic identity or I may use middle term splitting. Middle term splitting method is applicable for all quadratic equations. That also we will practice in certain questions. Now, if you have this term and this term as a perfect square number and the middle term satisfies 2ab term, we can directly make use of algebraic identity. How can I write my first term? 25 5m whole square, because if I expand 5m whole square, it means 5m into 5m, which is equals to 5 5s are 25, m into m gives me m square, right? Plus again your c term, which is 9, is again a perfect square number, so I can write it as 3 square. Copying this plus sign as it is, middle term is 2ab, so 2. What is my a here? A is 5m. What is my b here? B is 3. So middle term we have 2ab, it means 2 into 5m into 3, right? So now if you see your 2 into 5m into 3, which I have splitted, 2 5s are 10, 10 3s are 30 into m gives me the same term, which is your 30m, right? Now, which identity I will use? A plus b whole square is equals to a square plus 2ab plus b square, right? My expression is in this form, in the right hand side form of the algebraic identity. It means I can equate it to a plus b whole square. So what I can do, therefore the factorization of this term will be a plus b whole square. Therefore the factors will be 5m plus 3 into 5m plus 3. So this is how all questions are same. You need to learn to identify, then write the perfect square numbers, middle term you have to split, and then apply the identify to write the factors. Okay. Now I am explaining you the fourth part of this question, which is 49y square, which is again a perfect square number, 84yz, and then I have 36z square. Again you see, is this a quadratic equation? Yes, it is a quadratic equation, but you are having two variables here, y and z. So which variable quadratic equation is this? You see, you have y square here, then you have y raised to the power 1 here, and here y raised to the power 0. Because anything power 0 is always 1, that much we have learned in exponents and power chapter, right? So it is a quadratic equation but of variable y, not of variable z, because the variable power of y is decreasing with each term. Okay, so again you see your first term is a perfect square number. You can write it as 7y whole square. If you go on last, this is again 36z square, which gives you 6z whole square, right? Because 7y whole square means 7y into 7y, which means 49y square. And if you do 6z whole square, it means 6z into 6z, which gives you 6 6 are 36, and z into z gives you z square. Now middle term, here you have a plus sign which you will copy as it is. 2ab. What is my a here? You have to see what is your a here. Your a is this term, which is your 7y. Now what is your b here? Your b is 6z, right? So if you write it same, 2ab, it means 2 into 7y into 6x. And if you take the product of this, how much it is coming? 2 sevens are 14, 14 6 are 84, into x into y gives you 84yz. This has to be a z, right? So you get the same term, which is your 84yz. Now using algebraic identity, we have to define using a plus b whole square. We will take a plus because we are having plus 2ab. If we have minus 2ab, then we make use of a minus b whole square, right? So this is a square plus 2ab plus b square. We have already defined what is a, what is b. So we can directly write, therefore the factors will be 7y plus 6z whole square, and hence you can expand the factors as 7y plus 6z into 7y plus 6z. So this is how you will be doing the factorization of the given expression using algebraic identities. Okay, you can pause the video if you want to understand the steps again, and I'm moving to part 5 of this question, which says 4x square minus 8x plus 4. Again, if you see, your equation is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c. It means x bar is 2 here, x bar is 1 here, and x bar I can assume as 0 because anything power 0 is 1, right? So again it is a quadratic equation. We will again make use of algebraic identity to solve this question. How do we do that? Now you see your first term is a perfect square number. I can write it as 2x square whole square, and 4 can be written as 2 square. Now this minus sign I'll be copying as it is. Your middle term should be minus 2ab. What is your a here that you need to define? Your a is how much? 2x. And your b is how much? 2 here. And you need to write 2ab. So 2 into 2x into 2. If you solve it, minus 2 into 2x into 2 will give you minus 8x, which is same as the term given in the expression. Now, you have to write the identity. That is very important that you write identities using identity a minus b whole square. Why I am taking a minus b whole square? Because this time I have minus 2ab. is equals to a square minus 2ab plus b square, because my question is in this form, which is minus 2ab. So my left hand side should be a minus b whole square. What is my a? 2x. What is my b? 2 whole square. Therefore the factors will be 2x minus 2 and 2x minus 2. So again I am repeating, it is important, learn to identify the question. Whenever it is a quadratic equation, apply the identity. If not possible, then make use of middle term splitting method, which I will be explaining you further. Moving to the next part of the question, which is part 6. 121b square minus 88bc plus 16c square. Again, very interesting. It is a quadratic equation of b, because the power of b here is 2, power of b is 1, and power of b here is 0. You can assume as b raised to the power 0 is 1. Right? Now again we will make use of the same procedure. 121. The square root of 121 is how much? 11. It means I can write 121 as 11 square and b inside the bracket 11b whole square. Now here it is a minus sign, which I am copying as it is. This plus sign and 16c square I can write as 4c whole square. Now what is my a here? A is 11b. What is my b here? 4c. You have to write here minus 2a, a is 11b into b, which is 4c. Now you solve it, how much you are getting? Minus 2 into 11, minus 22 into 4, minus 88 bc, which is same as the term minus 88 bc. Now we will again write the identity. This time which identity will use? A minus b whole square, because I have a minus 2ab. Okay, so a square minus 2ab plus b square. So you see my expression is in the form of a square minus 2ab plus b square. So I can write it as in the form of a minus b whole square. So my factors will be, I have already taken a and b values, 11b minus 4c whole square, right? Now if you want to write the factors, just expand it twice, because the power is square. 11b minus 4c are the two factors of the given algebraic expression. Okay, so this method is very easy, very interesting. I hope till this question it is almost clear. Now we have a little different question here, L plus m whole square minus 4lm. Now you see, we have L plus m whole square minus 4lm in here, and which is of course not in the form of a quadratic equation, which we says the power of the variables are decreasing and a, b and c are constants. But if you notice the question very carefully, I cannot factorize it by the methods which we have learned so far. So I will try to convert my question in certain form. So here it is in the form of a plus b whole square, right? So what I will do, using algebraic identity, which algebraic identity? A plus b whole square, which is a square plus 2ab plus b square. It is very important to write the identities. Expand it. Your a is L and your b is m. So a square means L square equals to on the left. Then you have 2ab plus 2ab plus b square, which means m square. Now this minus 4lm I am copying as it is. So what I have done, I have expanded L plus m whole square using the identity a plus b whole square. Now what can be done further? If you see L square and m square as it is, these two are like terms because they are having the same variables. I can solve it further. So it becomes L square 2lm minus 4lm. Opposite signs are subtracted, so you get a 2lm and the sign of bigger number. So you get a minus 2lm. Now the last term, which is as it is. Now you see you got an identity which is in the form of a minus b whole square. A square minus 2ab plus b square. It means I can write this expression in this form. This becomes L minus m whole square, and further you can write it as L minus m into L minus m. So here I have used two identities to solve this question. First, I have used a plus b whole square to expand the given bracket. And when I expanded, solve the like terms, again you see this expression is again forming certain identity, which is a minus b whole square, and I have converted it into the form of a minus b whole square and then expanded the brackets, getting the factorizations as L minus m into L minus m. You can pause the video to see it again. Now moving to the last part of this question number 1, which is your part number 8. It says a square plus 2a square b square plus b raised to the power 4. Now again, if you see it very carefully, it is a quadratic equation, ax square plus bx plus c. But which variable powers are decreasing? Here you have a square power is this much, 2a square b square, and you don't have a square here. A raised to the power 0 is 1. So if you see, your first term is also a perfect square number, your c term is also a perfect square number. So I can write it as a square, this plus sign as it is. B raised to the power 4 can be written as b square whole square, right? Now what is my middle term? Plus 2ab. What is my a here? A into b is how much? B square. So I'm getting this much, right? So if you multiply it, you are getting 2ab square. Maybe I have copied a little bit wrong. It is a raised to the power 4 here, and if it is a raised to the power 4, that means it has to be also, what you will be doing, it has to be a square square. Okay, so a raised to the power 4 can be written as a square whole square, because we have done in our exponents chapter, this has to be equals to a raised to the power mn, right? Similarly, I can write b raised to the power 4 as b square whole square, as using the same identity. So now again, if you see, this is a square plus 2ab plus b square. So using the same identity, a plus b whole square, which is equals to a square plus 2ab plus b square. My equation, my expression is in this form. So I can write it as a plus b whole square. What is my a here? My a is a square. What is my b here? B square, and its whole square. So when I need to write the factors, I can expand it as a square plus b square into a square plus b square. So this is how I am getting the factors of a raised to the power 4 plus 2a square b square plus b raised to the power 4 as this. So with this, I am completing the question number 1. For question number 2, please watch my next video, and I'll be explaining you question number 2 in my next video. Till then, keep practicing math and take care.